Hello crafty friends, welcome to day 9 of Die Cut December 2024. Today I'm going to create an encouragement card for you using these dies, and I'm going to follow this sketch. Feel free to take a screenshot now if you'd like to keep a copy for yourself. So yesterday I sat down to record a video and make this card. When I'd finished making the card, I stood up and realised I'd forgotten to press record on my camera. So I'm going to remake this for you today. But I'm going to use a different colour palette. For this one, I use Catherine Pooler Inks Hot Tub and Skylight, both blue greens from the Spa collection, which is the more muted colour palette. For today's card though, I'm going to use It's a Girl, which is a red from the Party collection, and Clay Mask, which is a red orange from the Spa collection. And you can let me know in the comments which colour palette you prefer. I've got here a card blank with a panel of smooth white card on top. I cut it with a stitched rectangle die, and I've also got this bit of netting that I cut with this die. I'm going to use this as a stencil. I've put my bit of netting roughly in the middle of my card, and I'm going to use Clay Mask as my stenciling ink, and I'm going to brush really lightly at first and then press down, because I don't want to go in too heavy to start with. I find I get much better results with these Catherine Pooler inks if I build up from light to dark or from subtle to more intense. So there is a little blush of colour there. I want to be careful not to move my stencil. And I won't throw this bit of netting away. I will use it in something, probably on an art journal page. This just gives a nice little bit of colour and texture for a background without adding any physical dimension. I think that'll do. Now I'm going to take It's a Girl and put a little bit on my glass mat and spritz that with some DIY shimmer spray. This is just water and Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powder in White Pearl Mixer, because that's going to give me some pink shimmery ink that I can pick up with a paintbrush and hopefully delicately spatter on, again for some more visual texture. So we're not getting a very clean card today because I'm spattering on my white space, but that's okay. While my spatters are drying, I'm going to add some colour to this bit of paper. It's just, again, a scrap of smooth white card. And I'm going to cut my butterflies from this, and I'm going to go direct to paper. Just gently press on some It's a Girl. I'm trying to get a bit of a variegated look, so it's not the same intensity all over. And then I think I shall add some Clay Mask as well, here and there. So that looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but it will look lovely once I cut my butterflies from it. I want to grab some It's a Girl and some Clay Mask with each of my butterflies. I'll hold those in place with a sticky note and then die cut. So my big butterfly has got lots of holes in it, but these little butterflies are solid, but you can emboss some texture on them using the dies, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my butterflies back into their dies and run them through my Cuttlebug with the embossing sandwich. So we've got the thick plate, the cutting plate. I'm going to put this on next, just so that I can make sure my butterflies are in properly. Then the embossing mat, the rubber mat, and then a cutting plate. On my green card, I used gold gilding wax to bring out some of the embossing, but I think on this one I'm going to use rose gold. I think it'll go well. So all I do is come in from the side and add a little bit of wax, not too much. And you can see it highlight the embossing on the butterflies. And I'll give these a buff with a microfiber cloth to get off any excess wax. For my holy butterfly, I'm going to add some high-tech PVA to the back and then add it to some vellum And I'm going to use my detail scissors to cut this out. Apologies for the droning in the background. I'm currently filming this on what's probably going to be the last sunny weekend of the year, so I think everyone's out mowing their lawns. So there we go, that's the 3 butterflies done for now. Happy with those. Now I want 3 circles, 2 small and 1 large, although really they're all small. Now on this card I didn't do anything to the white circles, I just stuck them down and then added the butterflies. I'm thinking I might stamp a little bit of texture on them. I've got this flower stamp, it's a kind of whimsical flower. It probably won't read much like a flower once I've stamped it on these 3 small circles, but it is a silicone stamp and it's lost whatever sticky it ever had. It was, I think, off the front of a card magazine, so it's, you know, a cheap stamp, but I will stamp it just for texture. In it's a go. And I'll do it off centre on my circles. There we go. So there's a floral hint. I think I like that. The last thing I need to get ready for this card is the sentiment, and as I said at the beginning, this is an encouragement card and the sentiment says this world is a better place with you in it. And I've got a coordinating die and I'm going to cut that out. We'll pop this in my stamp positioner. Apologies for the shadows, there's light reflecting off of windows and things. Right, and now I'm going to put my stamp where I want it in the aperture. Carefully pick that up with the door, take the die cut, put that back in there without moving the jig, that's the plan anyway, and I'll stamp it in black ink. So I've got some narrow 1mm deep foam tape that will work very nicely on the back of this, just to add a little bit of dimension, a little bit of lift, but not too much. I'll put my sentiment here in the same place. I'll add my circles with a little bit of high-tack glue. And my butterflies just on their bodies. I want the tip of the wing to kind of overlap the sentiment but not obscure the words, so that's going there. For my butterfly bodies on this card, I used pale gold Nouveau drops. On this one, I'm going to use copper penny because it goes with the rose gold. Just as I did on this one, I add some white Nouveau drops. And there we have it, 2 cards made exactly the same way but with different colour palettes. I do hope that I press record this time because I don't want to make this card for a 3rd time. But let me know in the comments which one of the colours you prefer. I think I like them both equally, to be honest, because I love tealy green, but pinks and oranges float my boat too. I hope you've enjoyed the video and it's given you some ideas of things you can do in your card making. If it has, please let me know in the comments. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 10 of Die Cut December. We're almost a 1/3 of the way through. Right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.